What's going on, y'all? We live and direct, baby. We back again. We back. Get ready tonight, girl. Gonna make this a night to remember. Get ready tonight, girl. But anyway, I was trying to do this topic earlier, but then I had a family situation come up. So I had to end my live stream abruptly. But we back once again, man. We back to talk about Brian Mcknight and the terrible human being that he is. I'm sorry. I am not convinced after that Anton Daniels interview that he is the victim, that, everybody is just out to get him, that everybody got him all wrong, and we don't know the real Brian Mcknight. The real Brian Mcknight is showing himself right now. He's a terrible human being. He said, Mac, you trying to be a 90s actor? I wish. I wish I was. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like, can y'all hear me clearly? So I hope y'all can hear me loud and clear. Right? Yes, Brian McKnight is a narcissist in the extreme form. Now, I know a lot of people, I've heard people say, man, where does this narcissism word come from? Y'all using this too much, it's overused. Man, educate yourself. Yes, he is an absolute narcissist to the highest degree. He gets on a platform with Anton Daniels. Mind you, Anton Daniels he is part of the butter biscuit eating brigade. I'm talking about the butter biscuit eating Sambo brigade. Anton Daniels is the captain of it. He's the captain of it, right? But here's the thing. He gets on his platform and he starts talking to Anton Daniels about his previous marriage, his first marriage. And he starts talking about but he went to Anton Daniels because he knew Anton Daniels would not provide any pushback to anything he was saying, because Anton Daniels himself does not like black women. He don't like black people. He don't like black women. SL say, I see that fresh cut. Hey, my man, I appreciate you, SL. That's my dog. Yeah. But yeah, he don't like black women. So he knew that Brian McKnight knew that he would get a backing from Anton Daniels, and Anton Daniels would not push back against anything he was saying. He gets on there and he starts talking about the fact that him and his wife were never in love with each other. He says he married his wife because he was a part of, first of all, she got pregnant. And in the church that they belonged to, that his family belonged to, his mother would be outcasted within the church if if her children had children out of wedlock. If his mother's children had children out of wedlock, he said that his mother would be outcasted in the church or something along the lines of that. So he said he married his wife to preserve his mother's image. So on in so many words, right? To protect her, or so she wouldn't be outcasted within the church, etc. He talks about the fact that when they were together, they were separated about 3 or 4 times throughout the marriage. They knew it was not going to work. They were not meant to be. But he said he stayed for the kids. Now, let me just say this, y'all. Staying for the kids is never a good thing, especially when kids, because as they grow older, they're going to see, if you two hate each other, they're going to see that you all do not like each other, that you all are not on good ground with each other at all. And it could possibly affect them. But here's the kicker. He said he stayed for the kids, but these are the same kids that he ended up banishing. The same kids that he ended up just washing his hands with completely, that he alienated and ghosted. You know what I mean? But anyway, he said he stayed for the kids and all of that. He speaks about the fact that as time went on and him and his wife separated, they officially went their separate ways. His children were spoiled. He said that all they wanted to do was smoke weed and lay around and kick it and have fun with their friends and drive his automobiles. And he said he tried to introduce them. One of the sons wanted to do music. He tried to introduce one of his sons to music that didn't go the way he wanted it to go. and how his kids were just so spoiled, and he gave them everything. He was funding their lifestyle, and they were pretty much, in his own words, ungrateful. Right? They were not grateful. That's what I'm summing it up. He's saying that they were ungrateful, essentially. Let me just say this, man. Several things could be true. It could be true that him and his wife were never supposed to be married. Him and his wife only got married because she got pregnant. It probably is very, very true, right? It's probably true. It could be true that his kids, he was funding their lifestyle, etc. That could be a very true thing. However, what also is true is this Brian Mcknight is not a good person. And let me tell you how I know this. I remember when his son passed away, and his brother, Brian Mcknight's brother, sent a message out saying, "Rest in peace to my nephew. I love my nephew," so on and so forth. And he was talking positively about his nephew, after he passed away. Brian Mcknight saw his brother making this positive message about his son and flipped it and was snapping out on his own brother. Going off, was mad at his own brother. For real. And really why he was mad, this is how you know a person is a narcissist. He was mad because he felt like this probably was going to make him look bad. Worse, because you not making any type of rest in peace post to your own son, but your brother has done so. Your brother is speaking positively about your son, and you haven't. And he felt like his brother was probably betraying him or going against him by doing that. You know what I mean? Instead of recognizing, man, my brother could be grieving too. This is his nephew. He want to go off and get mad at his brother. He pissed off at his brother. So that let me know what type of time it is. But Brian Mcknight has done a series of things since he's gotten married to his new wife. A lot of what I call ho shit, bullshit. Excuse my language, for lack of better words. So for those who don't know, Brian Mcknight, he's married to, his woman is like, either she's Pacific Islander or like Asian, mixed with Pacific Islander. I'm not sure, but she's like somewhere within those ethnicities, Pacific Islander, Asian, possibly, right? He get up in there, bro. I promise you. He get with his wife. She got kids. She has 2 children. He sends a birthday. He put up a birthday post for his stepdaughter and tells his stepdaughter in the post, you are the reason I'm a girl dad. You are the reason I'm a girl dad. Now, let me tell you why it's wrong right there. Do y'all know Brian Mcknight got a daughter? He has a daughter, a biological daughter, and he tells his stepdaughter, you made me a girl dad. You. Right? So what the fuck? So what did your daughter do? She didn't? That's crazy. Then him and his wife, they have their first child together, his new wife. And in order to spite his son, because he has Brian Mcknight has a Brian Mcknight Jr. He has a junior already. However, to spite his son, his oldest boy, he names his son a name. He has his newborn son has a Hawaiian middle name or something like that. Brian Mcknight legally changes his name to have that Hawaiian middle name so that his son can be the new junior. So his son can be the new junior. That's crazy. You feel me? Come on, man. Like, that's wild to me. You don't like you're willing to spite your oldest boy so much, you're gonna say, I'm gonna legally change my name to a name that got a Hawaiian middle name so he could match my youngest boy. That's wild. That's wild, man. I'm looking at you. Say his son says they were indeed bad kids, but his sisters don't deserve this, right? He has 2 daughters, one outside of his marriage. Okay, I knew about the one girl, the one daughter that played, because I heard he might have 2. He had 2. I knew about the one daughter that played volleyball in college, right? And on her bio for her college, for her college team, when you're an NCAA athlete, you can find any profile of an NCAA athlete on the school's website or whatever. And her profile says she is the daughter of only her mother, and she is the youngest. She is a sibling to Brian and Nico Mcknight. She makes no mention of her father in her biography on the team's website. When your children don't like, when none of your kids like you, that's telling, man. Like when none of your, you see, she has 3 daughters. Oh, okay, I didn't need, okay, 3. When none of your children like you, that's crazy. But let me tell you all of this. I know Brian Mcknight is not a good person when he keeps trying to refer to his children from his prior marriage and his children before his current marriage. He calls them all a product of sin. They were not made out of love. They were made out of sin. Basically you're making it seem like your children had an evil aura around them when you conceive them. Well, motherfucker, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Who you with a woman that you don't want to be with and all of that type of stuff. So what are you talking about? But anyway, let me say this too, though. I don't care if they was made out of love or not. There are men and women who have conceived children out of one night stands and they still love their babies regardless. Love them with their whole heart. There are men and women who have conceived children out of situationships, conceived children out of just like, messing around and still love their child, and still love their children. So that's crazy to me. Sounds like he's brainwashed. Ding, 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 ding. We're going to get to a whole nother point later on. But when you keep referring to your children as products of sin and all that, what are you? And see, he kills me because he likes to take this religious angle. And I'm always very careful of people who are narcissistic and try to mask it with religion. Because he reminds me of Judge Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Sinister like a motherfucker. Sinister like crazy. But want to keep on using religion as their shield of protection, as their mask. But you really, you're a very spiteful, vindictive individual. And that's what he got on. You can tell he's very snarky. You can tell he's a person he's a piece of work. 100%. You can see it, but yeah, man, like it's quite crazy, man. Yeah, hellfire. Y'all know that's my favorite quote. Every time I say something about Judge Frollo, hellfire. We want to condemn all us to hellfire. But when you out here, look how you treating your kids, right? Now, since he's got with his new wife, I'm gonna say this too, man. When you get with you're supposed to honor your wife, you're supposed to love your wife, you're supposed to treat her like a queen, all of that. Those are good things to do. When you when you marry a woman and she has children, you're supposed to love those kids and treat those kids like they're one of your own. Nothing wrong with that at all. None whatsoever, right? But you don't abandon your children and then put her children on a pedestal. You don't abandon your children and then put her children on the pedestal above your own, right? That's not how that go. You're going to love them equally. But you're putting her children over your own, right? And then you telling her daughter, you made me a girl dad and all that type of stuff. When I look at Brian Mcknight and his wife and all of that, like the brother is, I don't even use this about men. Brian looked like he put his wife before God. Like the way it come across, like his wife is his God. And that's an issue. I don't care nobody. You can love your wife, love her wholeheartedly. You can shower her with love and gifts and all of that. But Brian treat this woman like his wife is his God. The man got in an interview and said he wishes he was a virgin when he met his wife, right? And then he said, you know, I wish I was a virgin. He wished he was a virgin when he met her because he don't want nobody else to have. He didn't want anybody else to have him the way she's had him. And while that may be sweet and sentimental and romantic to some women, cool. But when you have children, right, and you say you wish you were a virgin, you had children before you got with her, and you say you wish you were a virgin when you got with her, what does that say about your kids? Are you wishing you didn't have them? What the hell? Are you wishing you didn't have them? That's what it sounds like. You wish you were a virgin when you met her. So are you wishing that you could be wash your hands with your other children? Because them kids they weren't conceived out of the immaculate conception. You know? So stuff like that, Brian is really a sinister individual. And he going on Anton Daniels' platform to draw sympathy and act like there's two sides to every story. And you know, and acting like he's been done so wrong. No, bro, as a father of two children myself, I recognize BS when I see it. I know when a dude really like he on BS for real. And he moving in a way I could never move as a father ever in my life. So I know what he on. I know what he on. You want to wash your hands with your children, your babies, you don't give a damn about them. You say the hell with them. You got a new family now. And we as black men, I got to talk about this shit here. And a lot of my brothers not going to like this. Because, you know, my father and my mother, they split when I was 3 years old. So, like, I don't even really remember them being together like that because I was so young. However, they always had great respect for each other. They've always been good and cordial with each other. You know what I'm saying? All of that. It's just in my eyes when I look at things, and my father always was there. He always showed up for us. Every single time. He's always shown up for us. No matter what was going on. He wasn't with our moms. He wasn't with our moms anymore. He still showed up. So when I see other men, I didn't even know, like, it's a lot of men out here who treat their children the same way they treat the mamas. If you don't like the mama, you don't really care for the kids. You don't like the children if you don't like the mama, which is some bullshit. But I became privy to the fact that there are men who do that. Brian Mcknight is moving in that same ilk. He don't like them kids' mamas, so he want to wipe his slate clean. He trying to start back at one with a new family, right? And I seen this the other day. I seen a dude say, I shouldn't have to fight. A dude made a post on Instagram saying, hey, look, if you got to fight to be in your kid's life, fight. Do what you got to do, man. Your kids going to remember that. Fight to be in your children's life. And men was like, but why we got to fight, though? We shouldn't have to fight. And yeah, you shouldn't have to. But sometimes things happen. And if those things happen, fight for your babies. Fight for your babies. And I saw some men in the comment section saying, shit, I'm going to just start me a new family. And I said, what the fuck is that going to resolve? Starting a new family, and then you just going to forget about your other babies, say F them too? You mean you're just going to forget, you're just going to say F your babies you had before this new family? F them. That'll show your kids, huh? You trying to show your kids something? You trying to be spiteful to this woman and then hurting your children? I'm gonna just start a new family and tell my other kids kick rocks because you into it with their mama. Just silly stuff. I can never, as a man, have my kids out here and not be taking care of them, not be loving them, not trying to see what they're doing, not contacting them, not trying to reach out to them. I can't. I don't align with that. I don't respect that. It's not something that I could ever co-sign. You know what I mean? Chris, I appreciate the donation, brother. Me and my family appreciate it, bro. That mean a lot to me, boss. But yeah, man, like that could never be a thing for me. Oh man, I don't like the mama, so F my kids. Come on, bro. What type of standards are we setting? You said they got different daddies. That's why. Yeah, that's that boys in the hood vibe for real, man. Andy, I appreciate the donation, Andy. It mean a lot. She said major sociopath vibes. Sociopaths are narcissists, but also lack empathy and remorse. He hates his ex-wife, more than he loves his new wife and his kids. Hurting the kids is how you hurt their mom. Hurting the kids is how you hurt their moms. Yeah, he mad. He hate his ex-wife so much. He trying to overcompensate with this love of his new wife. Because I'm looking like, brother, you can't be this in love like this. Like, this is just going crazy with it. It's over. It's overkill. Overdrive the way he tried to show how much he loved her. He got so many posts of her on his page, you barely see him. Like, damn, brother, I know you love your woman. That's good. But the brother, like, the brother is, I mean, laying it on thick. He telling her kids, you made me a girl dad. It was you. It was you that made me a girl dad. Not my other daughters. The hell with them. You the one that made me a girl dad. Like, what? The man changing his name to be something Hawaiian, and so he can match his son, and his son can be the new junior in his life, and his old son won't be a junior anymore. Like, just spiteful, silly stuff to me, you know, that a man shouldn't be doing. SL said, because kids don't do anything to deserve that much hate. Young kids don't know how to hold grudges yet. So if they're acting weird around their father like that, you really did something wrong. Yeah, like, you had to have done so. Like, if none of your kids mess with you, man, none of them. Your daughter don't even got your name in her bio on the team, the sports page for the college she plays for. Go look at her. She don't even got him in her biography at all. It just say she is the daughter of her mama, and she is the sister to Brian and Nico Mcknight. She don't mention I'm the daughter of Brian Mcknight Sr. She don't say none of that. You know, but Brian a weirdo. Now, let's also bring up, I remember Brian Mcknight having some domestic violence allegations at the top of his career also. You know, so, but Brian Mcknight is a weirdo. He is a weirdo, and, you know, he thought going on Anton Daniels' platform, which is going, I guess he found an audience that, you know, that will, I guess, take to his BS and let it ride. But yeah, you can't pull a wool over my eyes. I know what you on, Brian Mcknight. When you get so mad at your brother for telling your son, rest in peace. Really, you mad as hell at your brother. That's because you didn't want him to not, because you know he making you look terrible. Because that's your son. You didn't say anything about your son passing away. You didn't mention anything about your son. You didn't give a word about your son passing away at all. At that point, he didn't. And you mad at your brother did, because you know people gonna point that out and say, look at this damn Brian Mcknight. You know, like, I don't like to do this to men at all. You know, you love your wife, but I'm looking like, bruh, you whip like that. You whip like that to the point where this woman here, she's your moon and stars and heaven and earth and your alpha and omega. And no, your significant other should not be your alpha and omega. You should love them, cherish them, honor them, respect them, all of that. But damn, they shouldn't be your God. And Brian Mcknight is treating this woman like she's his God. And that's the issue. Said, notice when these MLs fall off, their reputation takes a hit. They go grifting to the right. Andy said, I love that his brother did that. It contradicted the narrative that Brian was saying about him. He spoke positively of Nico. Yeah, he did. And I think that's what made him mad too. Because his angle was to say my son is ungrateful, and to present it as my son is, he's, maybe my son is just not who y'all think he is or whatever. And his brother came out and say, no, I love my nephew. I remember Nico's love for music and all that. You know what I mean? He spoke positively of his nephew. And that hurt Brian, because now, damn, you messing up my reputation of what my narrative about him is. You know? Hey, his woman is his God. For real. And that is, look, I don't think no significant other, man or woman, should be held in the same light as God. Come on, like, nah. But Brian Mcknight say the hell with that. his woman gonna be his in alpha and omega. And he don't care what y'all talking about. Hey, Zero, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it, boss. Yeah, I had to go get my man, get lined up and get fixed up and tapered up and all of that, man. Because I was out here looking crazy. You know, I can't be out here looking ridiculous all my life and look. Y'all gonna say this man Mac is out here looking wild now. He looking bad now. But yeah, he messed up his nostalgia. Look, I promise y'all, so many people looking at Brian McKnight differently. My mama loved Brian McKnight, and so did a lot of black women across the world. And he knows now that his black woman fan base is destroyed. And he mad at his black woman fan base is calling him out, which is why he also went to Anton Daniels' platform, because Anton Daniels hates black women. He hates black people. Anton Daniels hates black people and hates black women too. So he felt like, oh, I'm going to really rub it in their nose. I'm going to really spike them. They mad at me about this whole situation with my family, with my first family I had and all of that. Okay, I'm going to show these black women what time it is. I'm going to go to the dude that hate them the most. I'm going to go to a dude who has an audience who can't stand them, who trash them. I'm going to go to the dude who belittles them all the time. I'm going to go to Anton Daniels. You can't tell me that wasn't strategic. He went to Anton Daniels for a reason. It was strategic. And he knows that going over there was going to give him a certain amount of protection. And it was also going to help him, spite the black women who have been calling him out. Because people that have called Brian McKnight out are people who are his biggest fans. Come on, y'all. You remember Brian McKnight was like the hottest thing smoking. You feel me? Brian McKnight got one of the best voices I've ever heard. You remember whenever he was on TV shows, we saw him on Sister Sister when Tia was swooning over him and forgetting about Tyreek. Every time he popped up on screen and women were swooning and hollering and screaming, he was the guy with the it factor. And black women loved him. Now, oh man, that protection for him is over with. And he knows it. So he said, these black women keep calling me out. I'll show these black women. I'll show these black heifers. I will go to Anton Daniels so he can put these black heifers in check. And that's what he did. Yeah, saying at Martin and Gina's engagement on Martin, I forgot about that. Yeah. These heifers don't like me. I will go to their long lost enemy. I'll go to their worst enemy. And I will let their worst enemy interview me. That'll show them. That'll show them the fuck with Brian McKnight. Yo, man, I was mad. I was so mad at Tia when I watched Sister Sister. When Tyreek is loving on her and she pushing Tyreek to the side. And I think in that episode, Brian McKnight ended up having a wife. He was her teacher. Either he had a girlfriend or he had a wife, and Tia was looking stupid. All that swooning and all of that. And I'm like, you trying to play Tyreek to the side for your teacher. Look, your teacher, he ain't even into you like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Remember that song he did with Kobe? That's when Kobe was like, love's a sword slicing gently through my body. And I was like, hey, Kobe. Hey, now. We need to talk, brother. That's when you put your hand on the shoulder. Brother, this may not be in the cards for you, my brother. You're an excellent basketball player, though. He said, man, it was worse when Moesha was trying to date her substitute teacher. Yeah, wow. Wild times on television at that point, without question. Wild times, fast times at Ridgemont High. Kobe was up there, loves a sword, slicing gently through my body. What? What? Bron better not ever try to rap. Said, see, back then it was a different time when it came to ages and stuff. Definitely, yeah, different times, man, for real. Different times. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You said who shouldn't rap? Bron should never. If LeBron try to rap, I promise you, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Bron ain't good, man. Bron should be on there trying to. No. He said Bobby kicked Prime Janet out the hotel room naked. Yeah, he said, hell yeah, he weird. Why he do that? Why you do that? I said, I'm sorry, baby. That was Bigger Belly, not Charlie, baby. Why you do that? Oh my God. Why? Was I heard a snippet of Braun and KD rapping. He said it wasn't good. Oh, you better stop. Braun bet not ever. LeBron was freestyling. Oh no. Yeah, Allen Iverson, his rap wasn't bad. But I can tell the way Braun be reciting lyrics. You know, you can tell when somebody the way they recite lyrics, like you ain't gonna be no good rapper. Braun be he love it. LeBron loves rap music. When he be trying to recite it, you be like, I don't see you being no rapper, man. You be kind of struggling to recite some of this sometimes. Sometimes. Now, he know that jigger front to back. Because I remember ESPN did this thing called ESPN The Life. And Braun was driving a Hummer. And he was reciting jigger fluently. When he be trying to rap everybody else stuff, I'd be like, Braun be struggling. He be trying to. It don't be like fluid at all. It'd be like choppy, chopped and screwed. I'd be like, hey, Braun, brother. Put your hand on his shoulder, brother. This might not be for you. Hit the rollie stove with the rollie on. Jag portfolio. Said Bobby kicked Janet out the room because Bobby was just on the roster and that's what it was. She was just trying to kick it. Now Janet be trying to kick it on the lower brothers. Cause Chingaling, you know what I'm saying? Chingy, my Midwest brother, talked about how Janet was low-key trying to kick it to him. But he was cool with Jermaine Dupri. So he ain't take that little chance. Like, but Janet, they say Janet might have trying to get up in there with She liked Chingy. I'm telling you, remember her, look, Janet would let it, if Nelly was not brothers with JD, Janet would have let Nelly get it. What's that video? What's that song they had? Janet and Nelly had. And I think Nelly was the love interest in the video, even though JD his man's. Janet would have tried to shoot at Nelly if him and JD wasn't cool. Don't worry, yeah. Who's the best athlete turned rapper? Damian Lillard. For real, he's talking about I would have piped Janet. JD would have to understand. No, it'd been over with. JD probably put that word in. Don't work with his ass on nothing. Especially because Chingy was in Atlanta operating too. Oh, JD would have put the word out. Hey, listen, this dude Chingy a snake. He foul. None of that. D say I don't believe Chingy at all. Wasn't Chingy with the Star? That was a rumor, D. And they did Chingy wrong. She came out, Sydney Star came out and said she lied. Said it was a lie. That she just took a picture with Chingy. And she flipped it into that her and Chingy, they was getting it cracking. And that ruined Chingy's image and everything. People thought Chingy was really messing around with somebody that was trans. And that messed it, and that's horrible. Let me tell you something. Look, I'd have been he was pissed off. He like, I lost record deals off that. He said JD pulling Janet needs to be studied. That should be on display at the Smithsonian. Hey, listen, when you got the paper, when you musically inclined and you got the money, oh man, you in good faith. Man, you can pull anything you get. If you got some money, you musically inclined, and you got a little bit of charm, you can make magic happen. For real. Because if Flavor Flav kept getting girls, I mean, Flavor Flav was getting Flav was on TV tonguing girls down, and I know Flav ain't got the money nowhere near the money JD got at all. He was tonguing down girls that was decent looking on TV. You hear me? Tonguing them down on TV, and I'm like, Flav got like 10 kids, and no disrespect, no disrespect. I love Flav is a good person. He seems like a really good brother. He seems like a really good brother for real. Like he seems like a really fun person to be around. But Flav got 10 kids. Who fucking Flav? Raw? Raw and Flav. Raw and Flav. hey, hey, Lord, I'm just playing. Right, Flav out here rawing them too. Oh man. Yeah, they was trying to get exposure for real, but still Flav was kissing them all in the mouth. All in the mouth. That's what and Flav seemed like such a cool brother, man. When you see Flav and really when you talk to Flav for real, Flav seemed like a really good brother, man. For real. I think Tiffany Pollard really, really liked Flav. I think she really liked Flav for real. She the only one. She was the only one that really, really liked him. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany Pollard, New York. But man, Flav, uh, yeah, Flav is a but like Flav is a he's a musical genius. Yes, he is. Yup. That's what I'm saying. Flav is a really cool brother. When you seen what's the sister that didn't get the bronze medal? Flav gave her like a bronze clock and all of that. What's the sister that didn't get the bronze medal in the Olympics? Flav is a really good brother. Like I'm joking, I'm playing and stuff like that. But if I see Flav outside, I'm gonna take a picture with Flav. He's a kind-hearted person, and he really, really is a cool person. When you talk to him, he really funny and cool to be around. Like real talk. Like I kick it with you. Flav like he fun to kick it with. You would kick it with Flav. Like man, Flav a cool brother. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey man, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie, man. If my daughter on TV kissing Flav all in the mouth, I'll be like, man, what I do wrong, man? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And she feel like she gotta be on here kissing Flav in the mouth. Nah, let me stop, man. I'm joking. Flav, you see this, I'm just playing. No, you can't believe anything dudes like me with YouTube channels be saying, because this is all for entertainment purposes only. Everything I ever told y'all on here was for entertainment purposes only. That's it. Oh yeah, I remember when Genuine on Big Brother. Yeah. But her political comments are highly whose political comments, Andy? Who political comments? But no, no. But as far as Brian McKnight goes, again, man, Brian McKnight is a clown. I didn't turn this into a whole. Oh yeah, Janet. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I didn't flip this into. So we talking about Flav. Shout out to Flav, man. I rock with Flavor Flav, man. Musical genius. But no, Brian McKnight though, Flav love his kids. He love his kids. There, he love his kids to life. Brian McKnight say the hell with my family that I had before. Forget them kids. We're gonna start back at one with this new family here. And we gonna act like I only got kids with my wife. That's it. My now wife. When the brother, man, that brother, my father used to always tell me crack jokes and tell me about brothers that was what he called henpecked. Henpecked brothers. Brothers that's like, your woman tell you what to do at all turn, and you just you anything your wife say, you say yes, dear, to anything she say, right? And let me say this: there's nothing wrong with loving your wife. There's nothing wrong with. I keep saying it. uplifting your wife and all of that. But Brian treat that new wife like she is heaven on earth and she is his God. And that's his Alpha and Omega. Like you said, Brian McKnight, he better not need a kidney. Yeah, he better not need a kidney. He gonna try to go to them other kids, them kids he got, and they gonna say, absolutely not, sir. And then he gonna get on Instagram talking about how evil his kids are. My wife made these kids evil. I told you they were born of sin. Well, sir, you said they were born of sin. You said they were not made of love. So how you think they finna be loving you when you keep on trying to condemn them? You trying to condemn their whole existence. They were not made of sin. They were made of sin. They were not made of love. Brian McKnight, Anytime album. Fire. I remember the first time I heard Anytime. Do I ever cross your mind anytime? Do you ever wake up reaching out for me? What? I let this brother talk and said, talk. He talking that talk, man. But then you look at his personal life, you like, look at this brother here, man. Why doesn't Kwame Brown ever address you directly? I don't know. He did once he kept calling me the YouTuber, but I don't know. I don't know. Because Kwame know I be talking it real about him. And he don't want to have to look in the mirror. Because I'm going to hold the mirror up and be like, look, this you right here, brother. I've been saying this for a minute. When his wife divorced him, she's going to be like Eddie Murphy and won't have. She said, every time I listen to Brian McKnight album, I say, damn, this asshole really can sing. He can sing for us 100%. All the way. Andy said, I don't believe he really worships his wife like that. He is just making comments like she is amazing to an extreme to hurt the ex. I bet she left him and he wasn't happy about it. Probably so. Because if you look at his Instagram, oh my God, he got more pictures up of her than anybody. He got more pictures up with her than anybody. His Instagram is filled with her. Did you see Sage Steele interview Jason Whitlock? I didn't watch it. Something was just I couldn't muster up the strength to watch two butter biscuit eaters that day. That day, I think I was having like a rough day, and I was like, this is gonna make me madder. Watching these two butter biscuit bootlicking Sambos together, I just didn't have the strength to pull through it that day. I said, man, I can't do it today. Get somebody else to do that one. I'm gonna watch it though. But I saw them pop up and I was like, oh, this is exhausting. This whole interview is just gonna be a whole like anti-black, a black bashing fest. And I couldn't see it. What Wanye got going on? He got a new wife. Sage broke my heart. I used to have a huge crush on her, Boney. Yeah, Sage. A lot of brothers thought Sage was nice looking. Sage out here just horrible. She got a name like Sage, and she don't bring no type of peace, serenity, or nothing where she go. Everywhere she goes, she can't stand black folks. She let it be known. She despises that she black. Sage, one of them sisters that wish she think being black is a curse to her. Sage wish she could wake up and just be all the way white. She wish she could have vitiligo. Let me stop. For real. Sage wish she has convinced herself that she got vitiligo. Like Uncle Ruckus say, every year I just get blacker and blacker. Golly. Reverse vitiligo. That's what I got vitiligo. Uncle Ruckus say, I got vitiligo. That's the opposite of what Michael Jackson got. Every year I just get blacker and darker and darker. Hey, man. What y'all say about Wanye? Uh, I be missing what y'all saying in the chat. It's the opposite of what Michael Jackson got. Said they were separated before the filing multiple times. He also claimed she didn't take all his money because he is too smart, but he was broke when they got him. So I never thought Sage was that attractive. Um, if I'm even close to her, I'm gonna run away like Jonathan Majors because I know she gonna hold me for the. Oh man, let me tell you something. If Sage still see a black brother around her house, oh man, you are in trouble. Sage still hitting you with the. Sorry, pal. The cops have been called. I've called the cops already, pal. Sorry. She'll look at me, be like, DeAndre is your name? Is your name DeAndre? You look like a DeAndre. It's crazy how all of Wanye, yeah. That's like George Foreman. All George Foreman kids' name is George. All his sons' named all their names George. Brian Mcknight and his now ex-wife were expelled from HBCU Seventh-day Adventist Oakwood University of Huntsville, Alabama, for being in her dorm room. He truly went wild in the music world. Oh man, that's what was going on. I know he said his wife he married her because he knew his mother would get disowned or she would get banished within the church or outcasted. So he married her so she wouldn't get outcasted. And you got a college where you gonna get in trouble if the girl in your dorm, she's in the dorm room. Woo, that's tough. Sage still definitely has hard R N-word energy. Yes. When Sage Steele rap songs and the N-word comes, she uses the ER on that mother. She makes it be known. Sage Steele watches Roots and be like, why doesn't he just say his name is Toby? I think Toby is nicer than Kunta Kinte. What's the big deal? Pal. They took you out of the jungle, pal. They civilized you. Just let your name be Toby. Who wants to spell Kunta Kinte? Don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. Hey, I don't get it. Why isn't his name just Toby? It's easier to say. Sage definitely be like, the blacks. Oh, we were having a good time and the blacks came around. Ruined it for everybody. Hey man, Sage, boy, I promise you, I'll be looking at her like, man, who is your father? How do your father feel about you? Yeah, a lot of people stick around for the kids, but it's the way he's carried out every single thing he said about these children, calling them products of sin, and they were not made in love, and you know what I'm saying, telling his stepdaughter she made him a girl dad, even though he got real daughters out here, but he has biological daughters. Being spiteful, changing your name to match your youngest son's name, so he can be your junior and not your oldest son, who is Brian Mcknight Jr. Y'all talking about Master P's kid's name? I'd rather be named George than Master P's kids. Hershey, Versi, Mercy. Hey, he named all of them that. Romeo name. He said I'm still streaming. I only been on for 50 minutes. When I got on earlier, bro, I got off live after like being on for 6 minutes, bro. I ain't even been on an hour yet. Earlier I went live. That live ended after 6 minutes, bro, because I had to handle a family issue. Yeah, Romeo name is Percy, but he the only one that goes by Romeo. Oh man, I appreciate that donation, James. He says music needs more artists like Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar that pay homage to history and elevate culture and art to new heights. They definitely do that. 100%. I appreciate you, James. The donation mean a whole lot to me, boss. You always showing me love, bro. That's gratitude for that, man. I don't never take that lightly, man. I don't know. A part of me thinks Brian McKnight might be schizophrenic and going through spiritual psychosis. I say this because he just came out of nowhere with this about his kids. I don't know. Brian McKnight, he might just not be a good person. You know what I'm saying? He might have always been this individual. It's just now we're seeing it because it's playing out in real time on social media for all of us to see. But he might just not be a good person for real. And unfortunately, that's what it is. He's probably not a good person. He just makes great music. He can sing very well, but he is he's an a-hole to the extreme. And Mark Lamont Hill even talked about it. He said, man, I've interviewed Brian McKnight several times. He treated me well, but the people on set, the crew, he was talking to them crazy, treating them bad, all of that. And he say, look, I look at how you treat other people around us, you know what I'm saying, versus treating me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all talking about Master P kids. Master P got about 10 kids, don't he? I used to want about 10 kids. Y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I used to want a whole bunch of kids like that. Until I realized how much they cost. If I had a whole bunch of paper though, if I had a whole bunch of bread, had all my kids with the one woman, man, to do it rock out. I would say, a lot of brothers be wanting with a whole bunch of women. That is, boy, my life would be in shambles, man. He says nuanced. I get it. His kids were living with him as adults, right? Now, I mean, that could be very true, but also like again, he's really like you said, he seems like an a-hole to the extreme. Certain things he's done is like, bro, what are you doing? Why would you say these things? He say he wish he was a virgin when he met his new wife. Cause he don't want nobody else to have had him the way his new wife has him. And while that may be romantic and sweet to others, you implying that you wish you were a virgin when you met her implies that you wish your children were not around. You know what I'm saying? That implies that you wish your children that you had already before you met her were not around when you say that. You know, because your kids were not born through the immaculate conception. Let's be for real. He said, Charlie X say, my issues is that Brian didn't want to be there with his son while he was battling cancer. No matter what issues I have with my son or his mother, I'm going to be there at his time of need. Man, Brian do not F with them kids like that for real. You could tell, man, Brian like certain dudes in the hood who only care about the kids as much as they care about the mama. And I didn't know that was a real thing until I got older, and because my father didn't get down like that, you know. But there are people who only care about the kids as much as they care about the mama. If they don't like the mama like that, the hell with them kids. And Brian McKnight is of that ilk. I don't like your mama, so the hell with y'all. Bye, kick rocks. And that's what's going on. Since I don't like your mama, you know what I'm saying? It's hey, y'all on your own. I didn't know that was a real thing until I started seeing, like, you know how many people, like, cause like I would see it, people be like, yo, so many people was on Facebook, like, when men get a new family, they a lot of men when they get a new family, they tell their old kids bye, forget y'all, I got a new family over here. And I was like, I could never do that. You know what I'm saying? My dad he not cut like that. So I didn't know anything else but like, how my dad moved. And my father, what? He was never gonna leave us in the dust. He don't care what woman he was with. And my father was a womanizer to the extreme. Like to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, love my father to death. Was an excellent father. What? My father did a lot of womanizing. And he was never gonna push us to the side. I'm still here, y'all. I just had to, do something real quick, turn the camera off real quick, real fast in a hurry. But I'm still here, y'all. Just in case y'all wondering. We still in the building. We still live and direct, baby. So that's true. There are some dads that are like that. Yeah, all the way. He said he might be worse than Kanye. He said Mcknight is bipolar. Charlie X say they always try to stereotype the rappers, but the singers got the singers be wild, bro. When you think about all the wild, a whole bunch of wild stuff, there's a lot of stuff be around singers. The crooners, the men who croon, like they be having some stuff going on. Like, bro, what the hell? Look at Aaron Hall now. Aaron Hall, R. Kelly, Trey Songz. Man, he say, how was it hospital's fault? What y'all talking about? Oh, Brian said it was a hospital's fault when he was talking to Anton. Yeah, my bio dad was like that. After the divorce, he dipped. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. Brian hates himself and down and down low. She crazy. Right. That's his brother's name. Right? Claude Mcknight. And Brian was pissed because Claude paid homage to Nico Mcknight and he said, rest in peace to my nephew Nico. I have great positive memories about my nephew, how my nephew loved music and so on and so forth. And Brian McKnight was mad that his brother Claude put this message out. Not mad because he didn't want nobody to know anything. He was mad. He was mad because he knows that people are going to look at him for how he was treating his son and all of that, how he was purposely estranging himself from his children and leaving them in the wind, right? And his brother was acknowledging his son and acknowledging the good things about his son. You see, Brian spent a lot of time trying to convince everybody that his kids were not good people. And it contradicts everything he's saying when his brother Claude comes out and speaks positively about his son. When his brother Claude comes out and says, yo, my nephew, I love Nico. All of that, right? It contradicts what the narrative that Brian is trying to spin about his kids. Also, it makes him look bad that your brother is sending condolences to your baby and showing love to your baby when you not. It makes him look even worse. And his equity within the black woman community is in the trash. He has no like his standing in the black community, especially with black women, is in the garbage. And he knows that. He's pissed about that black women are coming at him and calling him every name under the sun, which is why he went on Anton Daniels' channel, because he knows Anton Daniels hates black people and especially hates black women. So he said, I'm gonna show them a lesson. I'm gonna show their ass something. They hate me. I'm gonna go on the platform of a guy who hates them, and I'm gonna talk about my ex-wife who's a black woman, and I'm gonna berate her and trash her, and I'm gonna let his audience big me up, and I'm gonna let him agree with everything I'm saying, you know, so the black women can get even madder. He wanted to antagonize black women. That's why that is the purpose of him going on Anton Daniels' platform. Because Anton Daniels hate black women because he couldn't get the girls he liked and girls didn't like him growing up. He mad they told him he mad they told his ass, Anton, you look like Mr. Potato Head. So that he mad about that. He mad they said, hey brother, you need to go wash up. He mad they told him, hey, your breath stink. So he been on Anton been on a warpath against black women for the longest of time. And Brian Mcknight knows this, and he said, I'm gonna go on this platform. I'm gonna go on his platform, and I'm gonna talk about that black ex-wife of mine. And the sister's gonna get mad about it. And I'm gonna rub their nose in it, and that'll show them. That'll show them. Anton was the dude begging for hugs in the hallway of school. Where my hug at? Let me tell you something. I never wanted to be that brother. Where my hug at? Ah, no, When a woman don't want to hug you, see, when a woman like you, she gonna want to hug you. She gonna say, hey. She gonna say it in a soft voice. She gonna say, hey. She gonna want to hug you, so she can let that perfume on you, and she can smell your cologne. That's what she gonna say. But when she don't want to hug you, she gonna walk around. You gotta say, where my hug at? Where my hug at? And when she do that, she give you that here man damn hug. That little half-hearted church hug. That little pitter-patter. That damn, you again hug. She can't stand you. Oh, where my hug at? He probably still do that. Come on now, where my hug at? Where my hug? I know a dude that was doing that. I know a dude who was doing that in college, and he thought he was the biggest player around. Brother was on girls' phone leaving voicemails, trying to get that sympathy vagina, trying to get sympathy vagina from them. You know, it's a lot of brothers that get sympathy vagina, get sympathy sex. Sympathy sex. Like, damn, he steady asking me over and over again. You know, like he be begging on the phone, he be pleading. I mean, brother be just wishing on a star on the phone. And Tyrone ain't acting right. Does she like Tyrone? She ain't got nothing else to do. You know, Tyrone just ain't getting it together. You around. You didn't took her on 50 dates. Yeah, what the hell? After you do that, you think you go with her. She ain't. Hey, let me stop, boy. Oh my God. Y'all crazy, man. Man, women gonna be like, yeah. Well, I knew a dude that was doing that though in school. He always asked girl, where my hug at? Where my hug at? And act like he was the biggest player around. Let him tell it. He was the biggest player you ever seen in your life. Every girl he had was all over him. He was such a player. He get a girl to do whatever he wanted her to do. You know what I'm saying? He tell all that in the story. I didn't heard the brother on voicemails, crying and begging. Man, I knew you was gonna fake me out. I knew you was gonna fake me out. I knew you was on that BS, man. I knew you wasn't about it. When the brother leaving voicemails in the 2000, like brother, this was 2015. Brother leaving voicemails. I ain't left a voicemail unless it was a professional. It was something professional. I haven't left a voicemail to a friend or significant other of mine, and I don't even remember that. If it ain't a job or some professional business I'm trying to get done, I'm not leaving no voicemail. When a brother leave a voicemail, he's desperate. Because who the hell be listening to their voicemails on the regular? My auntie them call me, did you hear my voicemail? I be want to say, y'all know I ain't listening to no voicemail. This is a job or something calling. Man, y'all know I ain't listening to no voicemail. Like my auntie be leaving voicemail talking about my daddy. I left you a message. Then my people old, my daddy people older. My father people older. They be leaving voicemail. Now Ah, yeah, snatch that player card. Brother leaving voicemails on the girl phone. Talking about so I knew you was gonna fake me out. The girl playing it for us to hear. This how I know. The girl was playing it for me and her homie to hear. You know? Yeah. So I'm like, that brother leaving voicemails, crying on the phone because the girl didn't come over and she said she would. But low key, my homie was having her occupied. Oh, this is terrible. Let me stop. I'm done. I'm already saying too much right now. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing nothing. My homie was kicking it with her. Whatever. But yeah. Said we don't have answering machines anymore. Ah. Mm. How to be a player. Bill Bellamy. Kicking it with your girlfriend. I still got a house phone. Y'all tripping. Hey man, I'm telling you, I don't know. Nobody in my family got a house phone no more. My grandmother, God rest her soul. My paternal grandmother passed away in 2020. She was the last person that I know that had a house phone. My grandma had that house phone. I called my grandmama. My grandmama, her nickname was Medea. But we was calling my grandma Medea since forever. Before I was born, they was calling her Medea. This wasn't, she didn't get the nickname from Tyler Perry. She been Mother Dear for the longest. You know? Cause ain't nothing wrong with that. My grandmother had a house phone. So, hey, a house phone now. It's cheap. I keep it for emergency landlines. Your grandma was Medea too? Yeah, man. Last time I had a house phone probably like 10 years ago. Hey man, you know how I used to be. When I was in school back in the day, when I used to be on the phone with girls, I want to talk on the phone, my mama come pick up the other line trying to hear what I'm saying. The phone started making noises and stuff. Wait a minute, now. Is my mama trying, my sister and them trying to listen to what I'm saying? My mama trying to listen too sometimes. Trying to see what I'm saying on the phone. That's why I got that cell phone. Mama. ah, y'all be having me acting a fool on here. And this is why I don't drink or smoke. Because if I was a drinker or a smoker, I'd be a fool for real. Like my roommate never tell y'all, I was a clown in school. Not like in class or anything. Like nobody knew I was a clown at all. But in the room, I be holding court in the room. I'll be cracking jokes. My roommate be busting up. Boy, my boy Melvin dying laughing in the room. I'll be in the room cracking every joke under the sun. But didn't nobody know that I crack jokes like this until you know me personally. Because they always thought I was real quiet and to myself. Because I was. But with the homies though, with my guys, I'm going to say, man, they going to see the real me. Now I'm being there. I'm going to crack jokes on memories and the long phone cord stretched across the room. Oh, man. I'm going to say, I don't, nobody in public, don't nobody hear me say nothing. But in the room, I be having jokes. Cause it be some crazy stuff happening every day. And sometimes I be acting like I'm on a TV show. And I look, when something crazy happen in real life, I look at the invisible camera like, is this for real? In Chicago every day, it be some wild stuff happening. Hey, boy, I can't even repeat what somebody said on the train the other day. That was just terrible. But I just be looking at the invisible camera like, hey, this is really happening right now. I forgot that rocker Little Richard went to school at Oakwood University as well, which is laid to rest. Which he is laid to rest uh at Oakwood Cemetery. Okay. Little Richard, Wop Baba Loobop, that Little Richard. See, I thought I was the only one who did that. Look at the imaginary camera like I'm on a sitcom. Yeah, pan the camera over here. Stuff be happening. I'll just be looking at the imaginary camera like, what is going on? I'm gonna have to start recording stuff on the train. Cause the train be crazy. I'll be looking like, hey, what y'all got going on here? What is y'all doing? That's when I be like, hey, Chicago is a simulation. This is not real life. Cause some stuff I be uh oh, he said he used to do that from the office. Yeah, man. Look at the imaginary camera. This is really happening. Say what you want. That was Little Richard was definitely a pioneer. I remember that episode he was on Martin. I tried to kill that little mousy. That little mousy put me up on the spell. You know, he be talking. That little mousy. Um, Not bad. That was excellent. Yeah. Somebody told him not bad when he played the piano. Yeah, man. Oh my God. Hey y'all, I'm gonna say this too, man. The Jamie Foxx show aged very well. That show is just hilarious. Jamie Foxx is a actual natural born fool. Every time I be looking like this man is a nut for real. Hey, you know what? I should have done skits on my channel like corporate, like the homie corporate do it. Step. I should have had mine based on the red line in Chicago. Y'all would see some stuff on that model. Like I didn't seen the boosters on the train selling stuff and burning the sensors off the burning the sensors that that they be on clothes when they steal them. They had the sensors on it. They was burning the sensors off of the clothing items and selling it on the train. Now they were selling undergarments like socks, boxers, boxer briefs, or as we call them, draws, and tank tops or whatever. But they was like designer underwear, designer socks and stuff. And they was selling them on the train. And these two girls was smoking black and milds and burning the sensors off at the same time. I said, oh, y'all are talented, man. Y'all some talented women. Smoking black and mild, smoking a black, burning it off, making a sale at the same damn time. I love when Jamie did Tyrone Koppel on the show. How you do that there? How you do that? I'm Tyrone Koppel. Do it. Do skits. That would be done. I'm gonna have to do some skits for real. And because again, I promise y'all, me and my homies, we be acting a fool. And like, I'm already a character anyway. I'm gonna get on that mud. I'm gonna be acting a nut. Seriously. Chicago people be naturally, a lot of people here, they be just so funny, man. Just say the wildest stuff in the world. I remember when I got my ears pierced, I was 16 years old, right? I got it right before I turned 17. I get to school on my birthday. You gotta wear the little, when you first get your ears pierced, you gotta wear the little starter little things they put in your ear to pierce your ear. Man, I changed them joints out and I changed them out quicker than what they were supposed to. I wasn't supposed to change them out for some weeks. On my birthday, I put in some real like stud type earrings. The cubic zirconians. The cubic zirconians. You know, I put in them type of joints that look like some real diamonds or something. Man, I had my little fit on for my birthday, and I remember I saw because I wanted to look clean. And one of the homies came past the room and saw me. And they was in a hallway and they be playing all day. They, Malcolm, you cute as hell, boy. Right? Hey, be cool. Malcolm, they be just saying stuff in the hallway. Malcolm, yo, bean head ass, boy, I seen you coming to do. I be like, hey, man, relax, brother. Said Jamie got classic moments in movies, TV shows, radio, music. Yes. He had my favorite roasting moment. He was just the host. I'm your conscience. That's when he was doing Doug. What's the boy name? Doug something was his name. I am not Jamie Foxx. I'm your conscience. I've already told jokes and they are not landing. I just bombed another one. Maybe I should talk about what do you say? Maybe I should talk about his height. Man, that'll show him. That'll get him. Something he was saying. Hey man, Doug, hey, he was getting down on Doug, boy. Man, I'd have had to fight Jamie though after that. Me and Jamie got a squabble. I'm gonna have to do Jamie like LL Cool J did Jamie on the set of any given Sunday. Cause now you playing with me up here. So when I first got my ears pierced, everyone was so shocked, mainly because they knew my culture and my parents wouldn't mess with it. Hey, look, for real. Now they know me, man. I was clean cut in school, you know? Yeah. I got the ears pierced, man. And my mom and them, they ain't want me to get my ears pierced as a young boy because they thought like he might get distracted. He might start feeling himself and he might let his grades slip because I had excellent grades. When I got through high school, my grades were still outstanding. They like, all right, man, we gonna let him get his ears pierced, man. So they let me rock out, man. And then he took a heavy on the cutest hell. Oh man. Is that a compliment or she just being silly? But no, that's how they definitely was playing with me. They be, Malcolm, you cute as hell, boy. I be like, hey man, stop playing. It just Chicago people just be cracking every type of joke. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Early in the morning, till we first got to school, we just wiping the crust out our eyes, going to the building. They cracking jokes as we going through the metal detectors. Already, boy, they Malcolm, I seen you. Hey, they be just cracking jokes. I remember my homie, my homie got he has a little twist in his head. Come on, coming through the line like, boy, I sent you with them burnt spaghetti strings in your head, boy. That's a compliment. That's love. Was it Kiana? Kiana Vernon, that's love. Said we from Chicago. That's why we do. Hey, be ready to roast early in the morning. Remember hot breakfast in grammar school? Man, my man said grammar school. You from the land, my boy. You said grammar school. Absolutely. And get my super donut. That's love, Kiana. I appreciate it. He went to Hubbard. See, I went to Morgan Park. I come up in there in the morning, and we come in the morning. We in the cafeteria. They already starting. Soon as we get in there, I'm like, oh my god, here we go. That's why I promise you, in school, Chicago public school, they be ready to roast early in the morning. And I remember sometimes they be ready to go around. I had jokes for everybody in my head. I had two in the chamber just in case you ever said something about me. I had two in the chamber to light your ass up just in case you ever want to say something about me. I said, oh man, I would think of jokes when they start going around roasting people. I'll be like, all right, look, I start thinking stuff in my head to say. Bet they come around over here and say something to me. I'm finna have a joke right back. I'm finna be ready for them. That's why when people be coming here saying stuff, I don't like. Facts. Fit better be on point. Hair, everything. The roast got to be ready. As soon as you get off the what? We get off. Hey, I remember when I had wore some shorts that was young, little as hell, young as hell. My homegirl, she say, "Come here, come here, come here, come here." She say, "Hey, listen, don't wear these shorts no more. These shorts are a little young. If they see these, they finna talk about you. Okay, so don't have these on no more." And I said, "Thank you. I'm not gonna wear them anymore." She said, "These shorts are a little young. Now they're young as hell on you. Don't wear them no more." This freshman year. Freshman year. I said, "Oh man, I ain't doing that no more. Never wore them. Threw them in the garbage when I went home." He said, "They're a little young now." Said, "I'm from Monroe, Louisiana." Shout out to Monroe. Nah, look, when I went to Louisiana, I only went to like the little small towns. My little sister, her people from Louisiana. So like we was in like Opelousas and stuff like that, and Eunice. And that's when we ate the boudin. And when I remember I first seen boudin, I was looking like, I don't know if I want to eat that. That don't look too right. But it was good though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, I'm finna have my people from high school. I'm finna have my high school homies get on here so they can really kind of tell y'all like some stories about we was in school. Cause there was so much stuff going on in school at the time. Like we was in school, man. Don't let them joints be too tight. He said they on your boy, what? Hey, if you come to school with a bad haircut, brothers don't come to school for a whole week because they haircut is messed up. Brothers ain't trying to come to school. You feel like they definitely finna talk about me. I'm not finna come. I'm not coming to school, man. Said Brooklyn was the same way. He said they even had a book if your roast game not right. Hey, cause you gotta be prepared coming in there. What my man Scar say on the Lion King, be prepared. Look, I'm telling you, I got to high school. I'm oh man, bro, I can't even what. As messed up as it is, it builds character a little bit, man. I had to, hey, say, gotta let it grow in. Yeah, you gotta be gone. Miss school for a whole week, let it grow in a little bit. Man, you know how it goes. Man, high school just was a crazy time. Crazy time where like it was a time where in Chicago, winters it's cold in the winter. Brothers didn't want your coat, they didn't want their coat to be too big. You remember your mom and them take you to Burlington Coat Factory? Try to buy you a coat that's 5 sizes bigger than what it is right now. Talking about they hope you can grow that so you can grow into it. Mama, this this all I'm growing, ma. We not doing. I'm not finna be growing like this. No, nah. Come on. I'm not in 4th grade, 3rd grade. Give him a bigger coat so he can grow into it. What? You in Burlington Coat Factory, your mama try to get you that first down coat. My daddy stayed going coat. My mama sent my daddy to go do the coat shopping. He steady trying to give me these big old coats. Pops, well, I can't do this in high school. They finna cook me. You in there like, Pops, they finna get down on me, Pops. I can't do this. My 3rd job was at Burlington. Baby Depot. Hey, Burlington, I love Burlington though. Because Burlington be having cologne for the cheap. And I used to wear a lot of shirt and ties. I was a real dress up type kid. And Burlington would have the shirt and tie combination already packaged up for you. So you ain't even got to find a tie to match it. They would have it all together. Right. So I spent a lot of time in Burlington. That was my little spot. You know what I mean? Even when I got to college and I needed a shirt or tie, I go to Burlington. But yeah, my pops boy, he stay trying to give me these big old coats. Like, Dad, we trying to help each other or hurt each other, bro. Like, nah, you can't have me coming in here like this. Said fast committing, what he say? Committing 3rd-degree felonies on here. Oh my God. I don't know what you said. Dudes be pushing. What you say? Barbershop be pushing dudes' hairline back. Oh man, what? Oh bad. You be it be crazy, man. But man, all love, man. I'm glad y'all came on here with me. Talk a little mess about Brian Mcknight. Talk a little crazy, crack a little jokes. We gonna get on here tomorrow, talk a little, do some more jokey jokes too, man. I'm gonna have to vlog from the Thanksgiving dinner. Y'all can see my people in there acting a fool. Y'all might catch my mama in the background singing, and then what? That's my mama's song. First, I'm gonna stack my flow. I pass it to my mama. She gonna be, and then what? Then I'm gonna stack some more. And I told y'all my mama's favorite song, one of her favorite songs is Help Me by Boston Richie. That's my mama joint. She be on there rapping it with me, trying to get my life together. Leave these you know what's alone. Ah, Jeezy, man, what? You know, my mama listen to everything I be listening. She be listening to stuff I be listening to. But my mama favorite part of and then what? Her favorite song is her favorite part of the song is close shop, then I do my count. And I had the rest of the yams at my auntie house. That's the line. That's her line. Thug Motivation 101 probably one of the greatest debut albums I ever experienced in my life. Like Thug Motivation 101, one of the greatest debut album experiences I have ever experienced. For real. Ah, Goddess of Mine say your grandma's so beautiful. I saw you posted that photo. She young to be a grandma. Oh yeah, yeah, man. My grandmother's very young, so my father's family is older. My father's an older gentleman, for real. He's much older than my mom, much older. My grandmother had her first child at 13 years old. So that's why my grandma, like my grandmama, she not 70 years old yet. That's because she had children very young. My grandma had first baby at 13, had my mama at 15. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So that's why, but I appreciate you giving my grandma. Yeah, I appreciate all y'all complimenting my grandma and giving my grandma love. You know, y'all see her, y'all will see her on Thanksgiving time. My grandma and them is hilarious, but they are funny. Very hilarious. But I appreciate y'all showing my grandma love. I'll be listening. Hey, shout out Ja Rule. We did Ja so bogus for 50. Ja is the man. My mom isn't even in her 50s yet. And my grandma's in her late 80s. Oh, got you. Yeah. My grandmother had a baby as an older woman. Got you. Yeah. Then my fam had you rolling too. What? They be cracking all the jokes. My uncles now, what? They hold court. Your grandma had 8 kids. Yeah, got you. Hey, listen, my grandfather, my mom's dad, my maternal grandfather, he passed away back in April. He passed away the same day Sinners was released that morning, right? I'm gonna put a picture up of him. He was 71 years old when he passed away. Yeah, he's 71. So yeah, 71. I'm gonna put a picture up of him. But that's my guy. My guy. People talk about how young he would look when he's shaving, his face is shaved and stuff. He looked uh like a younger guy as well. So rest in peace. I appreciate it, Zero. That's my guy, man. I had him on my channel before. But yeah, my grandfather, he passed away back in April. but he always used to have me laughing, man, all the time. I remember we went to his house. He had so many old pictures of us all around the house. I think I made a video and I was like, this me right here. It's me and my mama, me and my cousin. He had all these pictures up of his grandkids, me, my siblings, my cousins, all of that, my mama, my uncles, shoot, my grandmama and them. He hadn't been with my grandmama since they was in um he hadn't been with my grandmother since they were in their early 30s. They got divorced when they was in their 30s. Yeah. But he always loved my grandma though. He always loved my grandma. That's why I tell y'all my grandfather, he was on my channel. Y'all know Mo Cheeks? Mo Cheeks, Philadelphia 76ers Mo Cheeks. My grandfather was close friends with him growing up. Mo Cheeks from the Robert Taylor Project housing. Went to DuSable High School right across the street from the Robert Taylors. My grandfather is from the Robert Taylor buildings. Him and my grandmother, both from the Robert Taylor Projects, which I've discussed, I think, on this channel. You look up the Robert Taylors, like 16-story project buildings, um, lined up all throughout Chicago. I did a whole video back in 2018 about the Robert Taylor project buildings. I was much smaller at the time. I was about 160 pounds when I made. I was literally about 160 pounds soaking wet when I made that video back in like 2018. But yeah. So Mo Cheeks, he tells stories about yeah, Mo from Chicago. He grew up with my grandfather grew up with Mo and stuff. So I forgot what group he said bought him his first shoe shining kit. I gotta look up I gotta look at the video. I posted the video on YouTube, but my grandfather talks about what group was that bought him his first shoe shining kit outside of the Regal Theater. My grandfather used to shine shoes as a little boy outside of the Regal Theater, where a lot of big prominent music acts would perform. And he talked about that. Man, I gotta look up what group that was, because my grandfather, I got it on YouTube. I'm finna see what group that was. That my granddad said that about. But nah, my grandfather was one of 21 children, right? So my grandfather had a lot of siblings, a lot of siblings. I'm about to find out what group that was. Yeah, he had a lot of siblings, man. So, and it's only about three of them left currently. Out of the 21, there's only three of them left. Um, yeah, my grandfather. Listen, what's crazy is I told y'all my grandfather one of 21 kids. That's with the same woman, bro. Them kids all with the same woman. Same woman. 21 kids all with the same woman. Not my grandfather, my great grandfather. My great grandfather had his kids, all 21 his kids with the same woman. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy times. Right. The Temptations. The Temptations, I looked it up now, but the Temptations bought my grandfather his first shoe shining kit. That's who bought it from the Temptations. I just looked at because I did a video with my grandfather discussing this, right? And the Temptations bought him his first shoe shining kit. That's what he talks about. I had to look it up. I'm like, who got granddaddy that? He said, God bless her. Yup. Yup. But they're my people, man. They're my people, man, for sure. Mm, 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 mm. Granddaddy. Yeah, there you go, granddaddy. That's what we say, Chicago, granddaddy. That was my guy, man, for real. But yeah, man, look, y'all, I'm finna get off this thing, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me like a cut off stocking. We're gonna get back on here tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for showing love, getting in the comment section. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. It does wonders for my channel when y'all hit the like button. So please hit the like button for me. We're gonna have some more fun. We're gonna talk tomorrow. We can get on here, talk some mess, have a good time, have some laughs. But I'm gonna get off this thing real quick, man. I gotta try to get my mind together before I gotta go to work tonight. But I appreciate y'all, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. We out, y'all. Peace. And thank you for everybody that donated, man. It's all love. Whether you donated on Cash App or whether you did it through the YouTube app, it's all good. It's all love. I appreciate it all. Me and my family, we all appreciate it, man. I'm out, y'all. Peace.